Well, got one guy that lives, 150, 200 feet from me, rents from. He missed 2 weeks. Before that, he worked 2 weeks and missed a month. So he's missed more than 6 weeks in 2 months. They got another guy that called me up 30 minutes before we're supposed to go to work, be at work with me. Says that he's going to be late because he has to dump his mom's car battery off, and so he can get out because his mom's car is behind his. He has to pull the battery out of the trunk, carry it to his vehicle, and jump it on. Then he calls me an hour later to tell me that he's going to have to miss the day because he can't get the battery to jump off. So his mom, I said, you can't roll your mom's car out? No. He said his mom's gonna, I said, how you guys gonna fix this situation? Well, she's gonna have a battery delivered, I think. But that sounds expensive. Why don't I just come over there and jump your mom's battery off? And then she can go get her battery and you can just jump in the truck with me. So I'm probably gonna go over here, jump the battery. Only indoor they'll stop me before that, like not being honest about, probably, I don't know that. But probably not honest about that they just don't want to work. I think that I have come to the conclusion in my life that I respect the struggle. When I talk about that, there was a gentleman, and I want to use that word, he was very feeble. He had a really bad hole in his nose. It looked like it had been smashed in. His eyes were all, and he had a like black around the hole, so he was really suffering. He's not doing well, doesn't feel well, but he's there getting a part out for an automotive part. I had this overwhelming urge to go up and talk to him and get to know him because that guy's there in public with something that everybody would stare at, and he's willing to do what needs to be done, and I respect that struggle. And so and through my life, there's been a lot of those kind of examples, and I think that what happens is we all struggle. Some of us just don't struggle as much as others. I would say, unless you have some massive health issue, and sometimes those health issues are tied to how you struggle, but I get to that. Like, if you say, I'm struggling to get through life and life is not giving me a break, or it is giving me a break, but it's still really hard, and then you keep on eating things that you know are not good for you. Like so many diabetics, some of them are born with it, but then they keep on eating the wrong things. They've been educated, or at least they should have. I found one that rented from me wasn't educated, or so he said, on how to deal with, how long it's going to take to get over being diabetic and learn how to live with it. The answer was, I start feeling bad, and I get a drink that revs my sugar back up, and then I crash and up and down, up and down, up and down. And anyway, I've seen it over and over again with the human condition. The human mind tells you that you should feel sorry for yourself because you had a hard day, or you just feel like you deserve it. You can afford it. I want it, So you go out and get a pecan pie or whatever. You treat yourself, you do this over and over. I apply it to my life, because of course, like everybody else in the United States I know of, they have any kind of extra money, even if it's not extra, they'll sometimes go out and buy junk. It's horrible for them, and they got to pay rent, got to buy food. That's got to last a while. So my thinking is, for me, that it's the struggle that keeps you alive. These people are not struggling hard enough. They're not willing to do without, not resist, struggle against, what is the word? They're not willing to struggle against their desire for that sugar. Even addiction, if you want it. It is addiction. I've been trying to apply those things to me. Like, it's 23 degrees. That's not, the coldest anybody else has ever dealt with. I'm not trying to make you feel sorry. And ice and snow are coming down. I have to go work on the dishwasher, go get a refrigerator, deliver the refrigerator 45 miles away, maybe more, 50, 60 miles away. Take the other refrigerator, put it in the lockup area that I'm going to start using. It's not my property, but they want me around long enough, I guess, that I can use the parts off of it later. Anyway, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go through curvy roads again and work on a washer station that's leaking. So be careful with the ice and water on the road freezing up, and I got a trailer on the back today. It's going to be a pretty tough little day. And then my health don't want to show, which is, I went 2 years without help because I got tired of being so unpredictable. years without battery-powered guns because I just got tired of being left without, constantly battery leave you dead on top of something. They're better now, but even still, sometimes I get frustrated. But I just went all electric because I know electric works until something goes wrong with it. Works longer. As long as you got it plugged in, it's working. Anyway, I'm really coming to in my mind, it's the struggle that I need to respect. And in my mind, I'm going to live longer if I struggle. I'm going to live, even if I'm going to live better. I'm going to get more done if I struggle. So I really don't need to be forcing anybody else to do what they don't want to do because they're going to struggle against me. Here I am struggling to help somebody else struggle. That's not what I wanted. Anyway, getting into heavier traffic, more dangerous roads. But that's just something I thought about. I respect the struggle. I'm going to have to do more struggling myself. Wish you guys best with your struggle.